Okay, quick Thursday morning radar update. Say morning, afternoon. I don't know where the day's gone. Don't know where the week's gone either. So we've got a pop on Ukraine news by the looks of it. Let's just have a quick look through a couple of markets, see what's happening. Gold, yeah, it's pulling back after that big pop. Been banging the drum on this a lot. Know where you are on these things. If you're riding a gold move, well, it's about positioning, isn't it? Not about chasing these spikes. And the same is with the oil as well. It's about positioning where the oil stocks are breaking out. That's if you're trading the stocks and not the market. It's still about positioning though. And the market's pulled in here, and oil stocks are doing pretty well actually. There's been so many breakouts recently in blue sky oil as well. So move on from there. Obviously, this Bitcoin ETF, our view was it'll probably put the top in the market short term, and it did. Active low, higher high, first pullback. Let's just do that on the Bitcoin, US dollar. Active low, higher high. Our case is that this is a big, wide, loose base. Bitcoin is an extremely volatile product. Are you going to see a pullback? A little swing bar off this 40 level or something around that area? Maybe. Do not quote me on that. See it first. Nobody knows where these things are going. I'm just trying to bring across where reward to risk is found for my time frames. Moving on. TLT. My view on this. I think it's going to beat out a base around here. I could be totally wrong, but I'm just going off this big long awful. And the same with the 7 to 10 year here. My view is this is where it's potentially going to beat out a bottom. You could say, well, what about we might be looking at this in the future. We might be actually be looking at this kind of price action, and it's through the bottom, and then basically it's gonna, not the best way of showing it that, was it? Because as soon as I add diagonals, there you go. So as soon as I add diagonals onto a chart, they are subjective, but we could be looking at a spike below the channel, what turns out to be a bit of a low move for them in the future. So keep an eye on that little area around there, I would say. In fact, this is untraded prices actually. We don't know if it's a bad print on the open, that I don't know, but revisit it maybe. Anyway, moving on from that, we'll just go and look at the Japanese yen. Yeah, still making lows on the yen, so that's not too bad for the Stokes case, I suppose. What about dollar? Same. These things are so slow moving. Banging the drum on this as well. It's very clear what our plan was. The zone of interest, normal retracers. So let's just move into the volume leaders today, see what's in there. It's 12.15. We should have traded 50%. That's easy to work out, isn't it? Halfway through the UK, the day for the UK, and it's not bad. Quite a few investment trusts in there. Have a look at what they are to see what sectors are getting the input. I'm just going to bypass the investment trusts and we'll just go through a few other pretty boring areas by the looks of it. PTAL, if you want to know about that, just go and have a look at the content I put on YouTube over last year, I presume. And into the small caps, 50%. Yeah, not a bad day for volume. It's loaded with industrial metals, financials, oilers, precious metals, and a smattering of other things. So the theme continues, doesn't it? Especially in UK stocks. Interesting time to see what is going to come of this this little push by the bears. If you want to know my market view, obviously the video before this one we talked about them, didn't we? So yeah, I'm just looking. BZT, I do see that little base there, and Scott's Gold, I do see a bigger base there. These are POS stocks, obviously. Same with this one. I've drawn a level on this, and it's breaking out today on volume, so do your own research. Covered that one in detail. And that's another one. Obviously you can see I've said if it coils up here, it might be a stock that might pop. I will just say, strap yourself in, put your cowboy hat on, because this screener is full of blue sky stocks. Do not follow tips. Okay.